7 signs someone's love for you is starting to turn toxic. Have you ever been in a relationship where something didn't feel quite right, but you couldn't explain why? At first, everything seemed beautiful. They cared deeply, gave you attention, and made you feel wanted. But over time, that warmth began to shift. What once felt like love slowly turned into something that left you drained. Toxic love doesn't always scream. Sometimes, it hides behind sweet words and good intentions. Here are 7 signs their love might be starting to turn toxic without you even realizing it. 1. They constantly need reassurance. They frequently ask, "Do you still love me?" Or, "Are you sure you're not losing interest?" At first, it feels like they're just deeply in love. But over time, their need for reassurance becomes relentless. You feel like you have to prove your feelings every single day. And no matter how much you give, it never feels like enough for them. Their insecurity slowly becomes your emotional responsibility. 2. They get jealous over the smallest things. They don't like you talking to certain people, even if it's harmless. They question your friendships, your online activity, or why you looked at someone a certain way. At first, it might seem like they just really care. But eventually, their jealousy becomes a silent punishment, making you feel guilty for things you didn't even do. You begin second-guessing your every move just to keep the peace. 3. They guilt you into staying close. They say things like, "You're always too busy for me," or, "I guess I just don't matter anymore." These subtle guilt trips are designed to keep you close, even when you need space. You start canceling plans, avoiding your own needs, and sacrificing your freedom just to make them feel secure. Love should be supportive, not something that weighs on your shoulders. 4. They monitor your time and attention. They notice how long it takes you to reply, ask who you're with, and expect updates about everything you do. What starts off as care quickly becomes surveillance. They may not say it directly, but you feel the pressure to be constantly available to avoid disappointing or upsetting them. You lose your sense of freedom, and being yourself starts to feel like a problem. 5. They get defensive when you set boundaries. When you ask for space, they take it personally. They might respond with silence, irritation, or guilt trips. Boundaries, which are meant to protect your emotional well-being, are treated as rejection or abandonment. Instead of respecting your needs, they make you feel bad for having them. Healthy love respects limits, while toxic love ignores them. 6. They slowly isolate you from others. They may casually question your friends or make comments about how you've changed when you spend time with others. They don't forbid your relationships, but they make you feel torn or guilty for having them. Eventually, you find yourself drifting away from the people who care about you until they're the only one left. And that's exactly how toxic love gains control, by cutting off your support. 7. Their love comes with conditions. They're loving and sweet when you're doing everything right. But the moment you fall short of their expectations, their warmth disappears. They become cold, passive-aggressive, or emotionally distant. You start to feel like you have to earn their love, and if you stop trying, you might lose them. That's not love, it's control disguised as affection.